Good morning. Myself Shagila Devi, Assistant Professor in Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to discuss a subject CS8602 Compiler Design. In Compiler Design, Unit 2 is Syntax Analysis. In this, today we are going to discuss the topic Predictive Parser. Under Predictive Parser, we are going to calculate first and follow. That is, in this topic, we are going to discuss how we can calculate the first and follow for a grammar. The outcome is, on successful completion of this module, the student should be able to identify the first and follow value of a grammar and for passing the input stream using predictive parser. Good morning. In this video, we are going to see the first and follow calculation for the predictive parser implementation. So first, we are going to see what are the steps for implementing a predictive parser. So predictive parser is a top-down parser. The steps for implementing the predictive parser are: first is elimination of left recursion, left factoring, and ambiguous grammar. And second step is construction of first and follow for the given grammar. The third step is construct the predictive parsing table. And the final step is parse the given input stream using stack and by using the parsing table. So in this lecture, we are going to see how we can construct the first and follow value for the given grammar. So here we are going to see how we can calculate the first value for the grammar, and second we are going to see how we can calculate the follow value for the given grammar. So we have some set of rules for calculating the first value for the grammar. The first rule is, if we are seeing a terminal, if x derives a terminal, means what is the first value? The first value of x is x. For example, if you are having a derivation like this, production like this, A derives small a b, where capital A and capital B are the non-terminal, small a is a terminal. If the first character, if A is the first character, the first character is a terminal. If it is a terminal, means the first value of A is A, the terminal itself. So you have to write the first value of A is A. And if x derives empty, if it derives empty value, means the first of x value is empty. See example, if we are having a production called A derives empty, means what is the first value of A? The first value of A is empty. This is the second rule. And the third rule is, if it derives, x derives A alpha, where A is the non-terminal. If A is a non-terminal, means what we are going to do. For example, if you are having an example, A derives capital B A. Capital B, small a, where capital B is a non-terminal and small a is a terminal. So A first see a particular non-terminal B. So what is the first value of A now? The first value of A is nothing but the first value of B. Okay, so what is the first value of B? First value of B is C. So obviously now we can say the first value of A is equal to first value of B, which is equal to C. Now you can say the first value of A is small c. And next, if we are having some productions like this, A derives BC and B derives MT, C derives D. So in this, A first see a non-terminal B. So what is the first value of A? First value of A is first value of B. So what is the first value of B? First value of B is empty. So we cannot write empty there. Instead, you are going to apply the empty in the position. So when you are applying empty in the position of B, the B disappears. So A, see the C first. So you have to write the first value of C. What is the first value of C? First value of C is small d. So now you can write first value of A is equal to first value of B, which contain empty. So we have to apply the empty. When we are applying the empty position, the next first value is the first value of C. So the first value of capital C is small d. So obviously we can write first of capital A is equal to small d. This is how we can find out the first value of the given grammar. Next, we are going to see how we can calculate the follow value for the given grammar. If S is the starting symbol means what is the follow value for S? The follow value for S is dollar. If this is a given grammar, S derives capital A derives capital B, small b, and B derives small c, where S is the starting symbol. Now, what is the starting, for the starting symbol, what is the follow value? The follow value is dollar. So, follow value of S is dollar. And the second rule is if there is a production call A derives alpha, capital B beta, then everything in the first of beta except empty is placed in the follow of B. Say example, consider if you are having S derives AA. We are going to find out the follow value of A. Okay, if you want to find out the follow value of A is what is following A? A is followed by a terminal. If A is followed by a terminal means you have to write it as it is. So follow of A is small a. But if A is followed by a non-terminal means you have to write the first value of that term. So what is the terminal following A? The B is the terminal which follows A. So you have to write the first value of B. What is the first value of B? First value of B is C. So now we can say follow of A is equal to first of B, which is equal to small c. So follow of A is equal to small c. Next, if there is a production A derives alpha B or a production called A derives alpha B beta where first of beta contain empty, then everything in follow of A is in follow of B. Say example, if you are having a production called S derives A derives capital B small b and B derives small c. So what is the follow value of A? Nothing is following A. So here it is followed by empty. So if it is followed by empty means you have to backtrack, and what is the production symbol of that A? It is S. So you have to write the follow value for that S. You have to write the follow value for that S. So what is follow of A? Follow of A is follow of S. We know that follow of S is dollar. Okay, so automatically follow A is also dollar. So this is how we can find out the first and follow value for the given grammar. Next, we are going to discuss some of the tutorial questions in first and follow value for the grammar. The first question is calculate the first and follow value for the given grammar. S derives small a, capital B, capital D and small h. B derives small c and capital C. C derives small b and capital C and empty. D derives capital E and F. E derives small g and empty. F derives small f and empty. The answer is first of S is A, first of B is C, first of C is B and empty, first of D is G, F and empty, first of E is small g and empty, first of F is F and empty. And the follow values are follow of S because it's the starting symbol. So follow of S is dollar, follow of B is G, F and H, follow of C is G, F and H, follow of D is H, follow of E is follow of F minus empty, union follow of D which is equal to F and H. Follow of F is follow of D which is equal to H. And the next question is calculate the first and follow function for the given grammar. The given grammar is S derives A derives small a, capital B, A dash, and A dash derives small d, A dash, and empty. Capital B derives small b, and capital C derives small g. The first of S is A, first of A is A, and first of A dash is D and empty. First of B is B, first of G is G. And follow of S is dollar, follow of A is also dollar, follow of A dash is dollar, follow of B is D and dollar, follow of C, we don't have the value. And the next question is calculate the first and follow function for the given grammar. S derives within bracket L slash A and L derives SL dash, L dash derives comma SL dash slash empty. The solution is first of S is open bracket and A, first of L is open bracket and A, first of L dash is comma and empty, follow of S is which is dollar, comma, and follow of L is close bracket, follow of L dash is close bracket.